For this tutorial, we will be creating a rounded chair. This is where you'll see how to create basic 2D lines and shapes and curves using that arc tool and offset command in your Google SketchUp. The version I am currently using is Google SketchUp's free web online. First thing is to go ahead and delete, if you like, that person, which is your default image or entity in your Google SketchUp. Simply using your select tool and pressing delete will remove that image from your modeling window. You will want to go over to your views for the web version. We're going to click on our scenes, and you want to make sure that you are in a top view. That top view puts the modeling window at a plan view, which is similar to a printed floor plan view. In this space, now we can go ahead and begin to create our rounded chair. We're going to start our rounded chair as a simple rectangle, and ways of creating that rectangle is to use either your pencil tool, and let's draw in those measurements. We're going to say that our chair is 2 feet 6 inches all the way around. And again, you can draw these lines individually and simply type in the measurements 2 feet 6 inches and connect your endpoint to end it. Or you can go ahead and use that rectangle tool. Start your rectangle and type in the measurements of 2 feet 6 inches by 2 feet 6 inches and press enter, and your rectangle size will automatically populate and will already be filled in. You have that face, and remember the 4 edges. At this point, you can begin to work on creating the rounded back of our chair. So we're going to call the line up top the back of our chair, and the line in the front or at the bottom of your screen will be the front of your chair. Going into your tools, you're going to select the 2-point arc tool. And we're going to go halfway up the chair on both sides of where we have our vertical lines. And we're going to meet the arc to the middle of the back of the chair. So using my arc tool, I'm going to select my first point and then again my second point. And go ahead and move my mouse so that it brings me to the center of the back of the chair. And you see on the screen we say we have our half circle. When we're at the point that we want our arc to land at, we're going to go ahead and simply left click. At this time, you can now use your select tool to delete off the area that you do not need. And now we have the shape of our chair. We have our front of our chair, our 2 sides, and then the rounded back. But we do want to go ahead and give our arms and back of the chair some thickness. And let's say our thickness is going to be 4 inches. This is where you will use your offset command. And we're going to offset the perimeter of our arc inward 4 inches. And we're going to start by moving our cursor to the edge of the arc, give it a left click, and begin to drag our arc inward, and then we can drop it at 4 inches. And 4 inches, we're just going to simply type 4 and then enter. You can go ahead now and remove the inside part of the arc or the shape and just go ahead and continue the vertical line down. And now we have a plain view of a rounded chair. If we select on our 2 faces, we have the outside face, which represents the back and the arms, And then we have the inside face that represents the cushion or the seated area of our chair.